I'm Christina Nwankpa. I'm a biopsychology major and I play volleyball. I started off playing like competitive basketball and I was very into that, and then school tryouts started for middle school and all my friends were trying out for middle school volleyball. So I decided to go out, and I did. I made it, and then I started getting into club and I saw everyone doing it, so I kind of left basketball, got really into volleyball. And then I guess a highlight would be that my junior year of high school I reached the 10 feet, so I got to be in the 10-foot club back home, so I got to be on the little board with my name on it, so that was a fun highlight. I'd say I have big Texas influences, so Haley Eckerman and Destiny Hooker, but probably my biggest one would be my coach from back home, Coach Amy Farber-Knowles. She was the best. She pushed me to be such a better player and never accept mediocre, so I think because of her I have a really strong mentality. She played at OU, she coached a lot of college ball, now she's the head coach of the top team at my club, so she's just a really big influence for me. I love how competitive it is, how it is truly a team sport, that you can't do anything by yourself, you have to be involved with all six and including the bench and your coaches, it's a big team effort, so there's never a time where you feel alone, there's always someone picking you up, there's always a group goal to get better, and I just love that we can do it together. I chose Tufts because it was a great academic school, but I also didn't want to give up competitive volleyball, and luckily it had it. So they're very driven academically and also on the court. Coach Cora Thompson's very good at preaching being a student athlete, but also when we get here to practice, it's go time. We're focused and we're always striving to get that national championship ring. So I love that it's both. I can be an athlete and strive to be a doctor at the same time. Well, originally I wanted to be just a straight bio major. I think that's a lot of pre-med mentality, but then I saw that biopsychology was an option. I had a teammate who was a biopsychology major, and I was really into psychology because my mother is into psychology back home, but I didn't want to let go of the biology aspect, so I kind of found the best of both worlds in biopsychology, and it also had a lot of requirements that overlap with pre-med, so I was able to get two things done at once, so that was great. So I had an aunt and uncle who were doctors. They live in Syracuse, and just seeing them and their professions, I was really into medicine. And then I also grew up with a lot of bad health care issues in my family, so I wanted to be a part of that. As a young child, I wanted to help. And so the best thing for me as a child was I wanted to aspire to be a doctor. And so I really got into women's health and pregnancy, and that's how I really got my drive to be an OBG. This past summer I worked with Dr. Eberhardt and Dr. Fernandez at University of Texas, and Dr. Fernandez is really into fetal alcohol syndrome, and he wanted to replicate that in zebrafish and model the behavior that comes along with alcohol in the embryonic phase. So we worked with zebrafish and we noticed that adding alcohol in the embryonic stage messed with their behavior, how they socialize. There was a lot of genetic disorders, but it was just replicating what happens in FASD and seeing how we could see if there's different levels that affect more, different stages that it's more critical in. So that was some of the work I did. Yes, I definitely am a foodie. I've gotten to eat a lot of good food here, Posto's is just down the road. Scoop and Scootery is great ice cream. I eat that way too much. I think the best part about Boston is that it's similar to Austin. It has a lot of good food and there's a lot of cultural things going on around. One thing that I do a lot with my own teammate, Maddie Stewart, is we work in the Leonard Carmichael Society, and especially in the blood drive. So every fall we go and volunteer a couple hours and just helping the volunteers collect blood, help the nurses get everyone situated. That's something we try to do every fall together. Also, there's Tufts Athlete of Color, so all the athletes come together and just try to socialize. Alums and athletes currently in Tufts, we just try to gather around and socialize. I think every step of the way from freshman to junior year has made me stronger, has made me a better player, a better student, a better friend. I feel I've just matured a lot as a person. Being so far away from home, I've gained a lot of independence. I've learned how to articulate myself better and get around social interactions better. I've gained a network with different doctors. I think all around is the best choice for me.